Do you guys want to see my... Can I say the word in the first minute of a YouTube video? Hold on. Hold on. Okay, it's been a minute. Boobs! My nan watches these videos. This is going to be an awkward one. Back in, what would it have been, 2021? When I was streaming and I was crocheting on the makers and crafting section of twitch.tv. I did a little charity event one of the Octobers, because October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, where I made bees that look like boobs, affectionately named boobies by my viewers, and we raised money for Breast Cancer Now, I believe. So I want to do a very similar thing this year, and I'm gonna make a lot of boobies, guys. You know what, you guys have been patient. I'll let you see. I'll let you see. So we have 3 different shades of boobs. We have a light boob, a medium boob, and a dark boob. Now obviously these are not complete. These are just the bodies of the bees. They will have eyes and they will have wings and they will have a little smiley face as well. But these are the blueprints for the boobies. How many times can I say boobies in one video? And I've been quite busy over the last couple of days. I haven't been in a mood to film, so I've kind of made a bunch, trying to figure out what colors and like the best way to effectively crochet all of these in a decent amount of time. And I've made not 5, not 10. This is going to be dangerous. I just dropped one on the floor. But 15 boobies. I don't even know if you can hear me because my microphone is covered. I've made 5 of each shade so far, and I've gone ahead and made 5 more of each shade. For lack of a better word, nipple and areola. Like, if we're just going to be real, I'm really sorry, Nan. This is going to be a rough one. But my goal, and it may be a bit ambitious, and even if I make this many, I highly doubt I will sell them all, but I kind of just want to do it to test myself and see if I can. And it'll also be great clickbait for the title. My goal is to make 100 bees. So I think I'm going to make 20 of each shade, which would mean I had 60 boobies. And then I'm going to make 40 just regular bees, because I know not everyone wants to have a boob sitting on their shelf or wherever you choose to display your boobie. So after quite possibly my most interesting intro to a YouTube video, let's get crocheting some boobies. Hey? Boy, have I been a busy bee. Pardon the pun. It's been a couple of days and I have been working non-stop. My wrists hurt really bad. This one finger really sore, but it's all been worth it. And I have currently made 40 bodies for my bees, which is really exciting. That's way more than I thought I was going to get done in this amount of time. And if I keep on track, 100 should be possible. These ones I actually make at work, so I do like the entire body up to the white and I cut it off and I just make a bunch of those whilst I'm at work, like when it's quiet on the till or like I'm on my break. And then I've come home and I've just like done the last little bit, stuffed them and finished them. So that has felt like I've made so much progress, so much faster. But yeah, I don't think I mentioned at the beginning of this video what charities I wanted to donate to. The plan is the £5 from every bee purchased will be split between 2 different charities, one being Cancer Research UK and the other being St. Richard's Hospice. I recently lost a family member to cancer, and he spent his final days at St. Richard's Hospice, and it was just the most beautiful place that he could have spent his last days, and the staff there was so nice, and the things that they do for people at the hospice are just absolutely amazing. So I wanted to dedicate some of the proceeds kind of in his name, whilst also donating to a charity that also researches cancer. So that's what we're going to be doing, which I'm super excited about. My mum said that she's going to have some of these bees in her shop to sell, and yeah, I just think it's going to be a really nice experience. So with all that being said, we still have 60 bees to make. So I have been up since 7:30 this morning. It's actually been 12 hours of me being awake today, and I made 10 bees already. So I have made a lot of bees today as it is, but I don't plan to stop. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with my boobees, because like I said, I can take the regular bees to work and kind of work on them there. And I need to set up a little, what's the word I'm looking for? Like construction line. So I'm going to make, it's going to sound so weird to say, and I'm so sorry, Nan, if you're watching this. I'm going to make all the nipples, and then I'm going to make all the areola, and then I'll make all the bodies. That's kind of been my working thus far. So with all that being said, should we make some nipples? No, I can't say that. I can't say that. One. It has been quite a few days, and I have officially made all of the actual boobies. So now I'm working on making just the regular bees, but I have made kind of a huge mistake. So this is how I have been making my bumblebees, and I've been looking at them thinking there's something about this that feels wrong. And then I realized it's because they're supposed to look like this. Now, you may not see much of a difference, but when I hold them up side by side, you can tell what the problem is. So traditionally with bumblebees, the white butt starts on their last brown stripe. And so I've been making all of these bumblebees a yellow stripe before the butt, and it just feels wrong and it looks wrong. So now I am determined to go back through them all and redo them. I have already changed 5 of them, and it's not too bad. Thankfully, I can use the whites from the bees that I deconstruct to make their wings, so that won't go to waste. So that's what I'm going to work on next. Yeah, so I just counted and I have 18 bumblebees. So I need to redo 13 and then make 2 more to make 20. It's been super fun. It's been super fun and super relaxing. I've watched almost every single true crime documentary that is on Netflix at the moment. That's been my like hyperfixation, I guess. Don't ask me why. And on one of my full day offs, I just committed to making as many of these as I could. And I think I ended up making 18 in one day. My hands hurt so bad the day after. That was really nice to just, again, sit down for a whole day and just kind of like not think about anything and just crochet. Like, it was really nice. With all of that being said, I'm gonna go through, take off the butts of all of these bees and then remake them and come check back in with you. Ta-da! Here are all of the bees that I've been making for the past week or so. Again, making all the pieces individually really does just make it feel like time is moving faster, which is really, really nice. But as you can see, my box is overflowing. So in that tub are 80 bees. So I just have 20 more to make, which is kind of crazy. So we're gonna hopefully fit the last 20 in this bowl, just so I have somewhere to put them that aren't on my desk. But you guys have seen me make these bees quite a few times now in this video, and the process is the same. So we're gonna do some movie magic. 3, 2, 1, boom. 20 more bumblebees made in a blink of an eye. Yeah, I'm not gonna make you guys sit through me making 20 more of these. The process is exactly the same. With the bumblebees, I make this entire part up to the brown. I make all of those, and then I put the whites on all of them. Again, just break your amigurumi into parts. Like, if you hate amigurumi like I do, notoriously, just break it down into little pieces. The bumblebees feel like they go by so much faster. But that is officially, with that tub over there, 100 bees. We did it, guys. We did it. Isn't that crazy? Now it's time to get onto probably the most tedious part of this process, which is making all of the wings and putting on all of their faces. The wings are going to be just the most boring part, because obviously I have 100 bees, so I need to make 200 wings. But yeah, with all that being said, let's get these bees finished. Okie dokie, I have made all of the wings. Yes, all 200 individual wings, 100 sets of wings are in these 2 Pokemon tins. I did the majority of these today. I set out on a mission. I was like, I'm not gonna put this down until all the wings are done, and it's actually only 7:10, so it took me about 6 hours to finish off all the wings, which is pretty decent, to be honest. But now we have to add the faces and obviously sew the wings onto all of the bees, which is going to be such a long, tedious process. Back when I first started making bees, I used to use safety eyes because that's what everybody tells you you're supposed to use when doing amigurumi. But then when I started making bees at work for like charity events, we didn't actually sell that many safety eyes, so I didn't want to use them because then it would mean that customers couldn't buy them. So I resorted to using googly eyes, and this is an old bee. So this is what the finished products should somewhat look like. You can tell these are old because my joining method is not seamless. And this one also has, I just realized this one has a yellow. Okay, this one is correct. Anyways, before I have a mental breakdown about that. Yeah, I just stuck these googly eyes on, and look, I think they look a little bit goofy, like, but I think they're fun. Like, look at him. You can't look at this guy and tell me that he's not the cutest thing you've ever seen. Obviously his wings are a little bit flattened because this guy has been in a bag on the floor of my office for as long as I can remember. When I went to get these from work the other day, I bought a couple, and when they were rung up, they're only 50p. This pack of eyes was only 50p, and I was like, oh my gosh, I need to buy, well, I already needed to buy, right, there's 32 in a set. I need 100 bees, I need 200 eyes, so that's like, I think I needed about 8 packets. I can't I can't do maths. But when I scanned them at work, because obviously I can scan to find out when we get stock and stuff, it said that they were discontinued and they weren't going to be replenished. Oh, gutted. I was gutted because also I just needed these eyes anyway. And the fact that they were 50p was just like a bonus. So what did I do? I went onto our website and I bought as many as I could. I got 10 packs to be exact. And then we had a delivery the other day and we had even more come in. So I now have way more eyes than I could possibly need for at least this video. All I need to do is stick these eyes on. I think these are stuck down with fabric glue. Can't actually remember. And they're actually holding on pretty well. I was going to use hot glue though. Maybe I'll use U-hoop. I just need to glue the eyes on and then sew the mouth on and then obviously sew the wings on. Do I really want to start this tonight? Oh, but it's like, it's the 24th of September. I've only got 6 days left to finish all these bees. We're going to get it done. We're going to get it done. It's going to be fine. Everyone chill out. But yeah, with all that being said, let's get cracking. I don't know why I'm looking up there. You're down here. Right, let's go. Guys, we freaking did it. 100 bees and boobies have been made. Look at their cute little faces. Look at them. They're just so adorable. I actually finished all of them yesterday. I was able to sew on the wings and put all the faces on them, majority of them yesterday, which I was really impressed with. I thought that portion of the process was going to take way longer and I was getting really nervous because it was getting to the end of the month and I was like, oh my god, I'm not gonna be able to do this and I'm not gonna be able to edit the video together before time, blah 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 blah. And I've already edited all of the videos, so this is the only part I have left to edit, so yes. But I want to take you on a little journey to a place that you guys have never seen before, but I've seen way too much. Come on, come with me. Yep, we're going on an adventure. Welcome to my loft. I'm surprised the ceiling hasn't collapsed on us because basically everything from my entire life is up here. That includes all of these boxes full of crochet stuff. But in one of these boxes, I know for a fact that there are some bees that I made years ago that I also want to include in the drop, but at like a cheaper price. So let me try and find them. Oh, this is gonna be a pain. Ah, I found them. Look guys, there they are. Let's free them. I'm also trying not to fall down the stairs, so see, this is the beauty of a organized mess. I knew exactly where these were. Okay, let's get back to the desk. So yeah, these are all bees that I made in like the first year or so of me crocheting. This is actually really cute. I have the original boobies. They're cute. I don't know why this guy is so massive. He's so big and they're so soft. Like I did not stuff these at all. And I tried to put stingers in them. Not cute. This one I just didn't finish. So I might keep those for myself because they're kind of like a cute little reminder. And then we have some Halloweeny ones that I thought I was going to do like a whole Halloween drop. That did not happen. These are cute, especially because Halloween is coming up. Maybe someone would like one of these. Some seasonal ones, a little Valentine's Day one with a heart on the butt and like a candy cane, I guess. I don't know why it's green though. So my first ever fluffy one, but I might keep this one for myself as well. Why? Ew, that's so gross. Yeah, no, I'm not selling that. No one deserves that. I think this is the first bumblebee I ever made. Why did I put the Why did I put it on the side? I always put where the seam is on the bottom so it hides it, but... And then, I don't know why this is so tiny, but this is when I thought I was going to do bees of all the Adventure Time characters. So obviously this is Finn. It's actually really cute. The next ones are all part of what I called my Pride Hive, and they were the Sexualibees. I know, I'm a genius. So we have our rainbow ones, a pastel and a regular. We have a bi bee and a pan bee. We've got an ace bee and an N bee. So cute. And then lastly, we've got a trans bee and a lesbian bee. Let's compare my very first one to my most recent ones. That's so funny. Look at them. Where we started, where we're at. Like... And then finally, I also have a couple bees that I made using chenille yarn from Yarnsmiths, which I absolutely loved. So we have these two. How cute! With the little safety eyes and the little smiles. So, so cute. And then we've got these three, which are also really cute, but these are safety googly eyes, which I didn't even know existed. So I was super excited to find those. That brings us to the end of this video. It's currently the 27th of September, so I was able to do this in... When did I start this project? I believe I started this on the 6th or 7th of September, so it's taken about 20 days to make 100 bees. I actually picked up quite a bit of overtime at work as well, so I haven't had as many days as I usually would to make all of them, so I'm pretty proud of myself for achieving this. I don't know, maybe next year we'll aim for 200. Maybe. Don't hold me to that. But yeah, just a reminder, these bees will be £10 with £5 of the proceeds going towards two charities, St. Richard's Hospice and Cancer Research UK. That's not including postage and packaging, but I'm going to try my best to get that as low as I can for you guys. And if you don't want to buy a bee, but you still want to like help in some way, 25% of the revenue that I make through this video and any like TikTok videos I make, which TikTok doesn't pay anything to me at the moment, because TikTok is stupid, but that will also be donated to both St. Richard's Hospice and Cancer Research. So just liking the video, watching the video, sharing the video is really going to help out. I can't believe this is the end. Can you believe it's the end, Norman? But thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate you sticking around whilst I ramble on about crochet. If you liked the video, then be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. I know I've been a little bit absent from YouTube for a little while. I didn't have a spark to create much, so I'm really glad that this project has helped me get re-inspired as well. So yeah, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, night or evening wherever you are, and I will see you in the next video. Hey? Bye guys.